The folks around here call the Cotton Bowl a classic. Everything that they do, every event, every part of the game, they just put that classic tag on it. And guess what? It lived up to the billing in the college football playoff semifinal at AT&T Stadium. Ohio State, a 28-14 winner over Texas. This is the Notebook, and Ohio State finally coming out of the locker room. Here you got Ryan Day. You have the offensive player of the game, Will Howard. Here's Jack Sawyer. They're getting on a cart. They're going to go talk about this win that is sending Ohio State on to the national championship game in Atlanta. Yeah, hop on that cart. We're going to head down that way and follow these Buckeyes. There's a lot more of them coming out of the locker room. They're going to have a breakout room. And this hallway down here, Berm, was about as jubilant as I've seen. As we said when we left the Rose Bowl, there was a lot of two-down talk. I don't know that they went absolutely bonkers on the celebrating a week ago, but they enjoyed this one. They know that it was a test of wills, a test of toughness. Can't even talk about just what a great game this really was. And then the Buckeyes answer the bell. We're going to talk to Jack Sawyer in some form or fashion, I promise you. One of the most epic plays in the history of Ohio State football. Now they're going to have to go beat Notre Dame to really pay that off in 10 days or so. But they're going to enjoy the heck out of this one first. So you can see all the confetti spilled all the way down this hallway right outside Ohio State's locker room. Donovan Jackson, do you have 2 seconds, sir?
I have 2 seconds.
You have 2 seconds?
Yeah.
How did that one feel?
Felt good.
This one, everyone's still coming off saying one more. What's the balance between celebrating a huge win, a physical win, a Cotton Bowl, another trophy with you guys are now one game away from what you really wanted?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to get myself celebrating on the flight home. And once we touch down Columbus, man, it's on to the next, We know that this long playoff run is all for naught if we don't lock in for the last one. So, everyone, the message in the locker room was just like, hey, congratulations, well-fought win. Everyone fought hard. But now we have to play in the biggest one of them all. This is why you come to Ohio State. This is why all of us came back to Ohio State. So we know it's in front of us. We know it's going to be a tough challenge, but we're up for it.
What was this locker room like tonight?
Tonight?
Yeah.
Like
just the last 5 minutes. 5 minutes ago, what was it like in there?
Oh man, just a deep exhale. Like, oh my gosh, it was a hard fought game, but we train for moments like this. Every time the momentum swung each way, we're like, hang in there, stay in there. Don't get divided. Even though things aren't going our way now, doesn't mean it won't go our way later. So, I'm happy with what happened out there, but we got some stuff to clean up, and we're on to Atlanta.
Your parents had the tailgate going before the game. Have you checked? Is there still some barbecue left for you?
Man, I sure hope so. I'd be mad if there isn't some brisket left for me.
All right, enjoy it. Congrats on the win, man.
Appreciate it.
All right. Oh, look, it's KJ Hill.
KJ Hill. Say hi to the Black Hills for me. I got you.
Hey, KJ, in your professional opinion, how good are these Ohio State wide receivers?
Oh, man, they better than, what I'm saying, when we were here, and it's just keep getting better as each person come in. So, you got Jeremiah Smith, Brandon Ennis, Tate, they the young guys, and they got Nick, so it's crazy. Mecca.
Yeah, that Met guy's pretty good.
Nah, he's very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
I had to be fun to watch. I don't know if we've seen you on the sideline in a while.
Oh, yeah.
I took your records.
He did? He did?
I don't know. Well, if he didn't tonight, he's got another shot at it.
Another shot, yeah. He got plenty of games to do it.
Would you be okay with that?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Records are made to be broken?
They made to be broken.
Oh,
I broke Michael Jenkins. So.
It's great to see you, man.
Yeah.
All right, everybody enjoying this down here. Let's see what else is going on in this wild celebration. Quite disorganized, but that's the way that these work. Look at Jelani. How's this hat look for you? You like it?
I love this hat. It came down here in Texas. They showed us great hospitality, gave us nice hats, so we can wear them when we win.
Hey, they look sharp on you.
Thank you.
What was the mood in the locker room?
Excitement, joy, and time to go to Atlanta and handle business.
All right, one more. Can you enjoy it?
It's kind of crazy. Like 2 years ago in Atlanta, you were there on the sideline with Ohio State practicing before your freshman year. Now you get to go back home for a national championship. Is that nuts?
Man, I'm just thankful and happy to go play for the national championship no matter where it was at. It could have been at Antarctica. I would have still went and been happy.
Atlanta's better.
Atlanta's better than Antarctica. That's a better place for a game. All right. Saw a lot of Buckeyes wearing those cowboy hats in here. You have to win to make it look really cool after. Here's out here. The confetti has been dragged all the way down to the the field. All the families out here waiting. This is where, so they've funneled the Texas families over here to my left. You can get a look at them, Berm. That it's not quite as for them over here, but this is going to be a party that lasts for a while, as some of these players are supposed to be going to the breakout room to do some interviews. Instead, their families right here, and you can totally understand why. Got no issue with that whatsoever. They should be enjoying the moment, this opportunity, the accomplishments that they have. Oh, look! Who's this over here? Who's this? Oh, sorry. What's your name?
Brad Robinson.
Brad Robinson?
Yeah.
What was the view from the stands like?
It was pretty great. I loved throwing the horns down, rightfully so, because every time they did something, they like turned around and like flashed it. So I was like, it's really good at the end to just give it back to them. I got to see Jack scoop and score right in front of me. That was a great moment for him.
As somebody who's been in the locker room with him, like, what emotions did you feel watching him score there?
I mean, you want him to have that type of career moment against Up North, but the fact that he
nearly did.
He should have. Other things happened, but the fact that he was able to do that to secure it to send to the Natty. I mean, he's a Buckeye through and through. Ohio kid. It was great to see. Like that, he deserves every bit of that. He works his ass off, so it was great to see.
What's the celebratory drink tonight? What do we got
tonight?
Tonight, yeah.
Water. I got an early flight.
Good to see you, buddy.
You guys will be back in town.
You sure will. Loyal friend of the program and Roosters live show contributor Bradley Robinson. Oh, there's James Laurinaitis. Perhaps we'll be able to grab the linebackers coach. Oh, do you want to make G cry? Oh wow! Look at all these celebrities over here. Coach Kevin Wilson. Hey, they're going to take some pictures. We'll maybe get his insights. What a bunch of surprise cameos on the Notebook this week. This is fun, right? It sure beats the alternative as the season continues for one more week. What'd you say, Berm? There's Kevin Wilson. Hey, you haven't been on our show in a long time.
Because you never invite me.
I invite you all the time. What did you think of this?
Never invite me.
What did you think of the Buckeyes?
I just thought it was, first of all, Texas has a very talented, really good team. Came down to the end, a great offensive drive, and then a great defensive stop to get the fourth down, and then Jack making a play. But that's a hell of a team win. It's a tough team. It's a great team. It's a hell of a job, man.
You've been in games like this throughout your career where I think those are the physical match, talent equated, whether Ryan Day called it that or Urban U. Like, these are wars of attrition. When you're on the sideline coaching, what is that like when one play is going to determine it? How do you, as a coach, stay calm in those moments the way that Ryan Day and his whole staff seem to tonight?
And I don't know what they did. I just know there were some times where you shut that fourth quarter, that 10, 8-minute mark, get the ball, and we got to do something now, and then a hell of a drive. Yeah. And then they come back and get the stop, and then the big time stop. I mean, those are defining moments. Those are career moments. Now, same time, like I saw coaches comment, the story, you write the story and the story doesn't till the end the way you finish it. So it's a great step. It's a great team. I'm proud. I'm happy. I love them, supporting them. My kid's on that team, so I'm just.
He's played in the playoff.
I'm just being a parent, man.
Enjoy it.
Appreciate you.
Great. All right. There he is. G. Hey, Berm was going to try and make you cry.
Oh yeah, Berm was almost. He had me close.
He's trying to make G cry about the journey.
Close. You see me, I had to stop it and gather myself.
I got something worked up for you.
Do you think you might right now? I mean, this is a special night.
No, I'm not gonna cry. I'm very, very joyful though. I'm so joyful.
You have stepped up throughout the year, but in such a big way in the last several weeks. And there, the one catch early on. Like, how did that even get there? Do you feel yourself? I know you've talked about the journey and where you are. Do you feel yourself elevating your performance on the field right now every week? What is it like to be in these cleats right now?
Yeah, I think the mindset is the heart behind that our team has is competitive excellence. Make the play when your number is called. And I think it's nothing more than that. I think the coaches are putting me in great position to go and make a play. And it's my job to make the play when the ball comes to me. But I can't take credit, man. I truly do give all the glory and praise to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I believe he is my strength. And I just said it a moment ago, I'm not going to go to the extent to say that this team wouldn't be here for him, but I know I wouldn't be here for him without him. And so I'm just so grateful for him and the blessings he has given not only me, but for this team. And I'm just so ready for 10 days and to get going again. I know I'm going to enjoy it tonight, but I'm just so excited to get going.
How quickly will you celebrate?
Tonight, on the flight home.
Yeah, okay.
I'll celebrate on the flight home, and then, tomorrow morning, we're up and we're rolling.
All right. Is it Is it fitting at all that it's Notre Dame? Is it because it's one of those seminal Ryan Day moments was where is Lou Holtz, and now you get another crack at him in 10 days.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I know. I mean, I haven't gotten the film yet, obviously, but I know that they're a respective team. We're gonna have to get into the film and dial it up, and we're gonna have to get after them. Yeah. I'm assuming a lot of the mindset's gonna stay the same. That we're gonna be aggressive and that we need to come after these guys, and Lord willing, we'll come out victorious.
All right. I'll let you get back to the family and celebrate. Enjoy it. Good to see you, sir. Congratulations. Okay. More cowboy hats and more celebration. Gee, catching my pin. How about that? Some new guys out here getting to enjoy the moment. What a ride for them to stay busy throughout all this. Where did James Laurinaitis leave? Where's Nina Day? I might ask. We might stop Nina tonight. Yeah, we won't let Jim Knowles get away. Oh, she's on the phone. Who's over here? Oh, he's on it. Did you get it to him? Hey, you need us, sir?
I need you guys. Faithful follower of the Notebook. You took my picture in Oregon. Faithful Buckeye.
Well, what's your name, sir?
My name's Jace.
Jace, what did you think about this one?
It's a great game. It was a roller coaster.
So you've been at the Rose Bowl and here. It's getting expensive for you.
This has been 15 consecutive years of home games without missing one.
Oh, my goodness.
Faithful follower of the podcast. Followed you guys through your transition.
Hey.
That ticket in Atlanta is going to be mighty expensive.
Have 4 seats. We have 12 in Atlanta. I'm going to find friends I haven't known I had since elementary school.
You already thinking about Notre Dame? Or you're just going to celebrate this one tonight?
We're going to celebrate till tomorrow, like Coach Day said, probably, right?
24 hours, right?
Yeah.
All right, man. Hey,
Bucks.
Thanks for your time.
For being genuine, guys.
Thanks for supporting our show. We appreciate you. Oh. Okay. Jim Knowles. All right, let's go. Let's see if I can get some clothes. Excuse me. I know. I'll walk with you. You can go to the bus. Hey, I saw you posing for pictures and getting some kisses off here. What a busy month and a half it's been for you.
Yeah, it's been a great month, and but football wise, I mean, it's a great story. I mean, look at those 3 teams we beat. And those are 3 hella offenses when you think about it. Tennessee, Oregon, Texas, with all the things that they do.
3 top 10 in the country.
Yeah.
And they're in the playoff for a reason.
And they're in the play. And they're good. Yeah. But you're talking about serious offenses that our guys shut down, and we got a lot to be proud of. But I'm past it. I got to move on. Next game.
All right. Well, the way that they did it tonight, I thought maybe the wear and tear of the playoff and the length of the season had started to catch up a little bit.
I agree. I thought we looked a little tired at times. I really did. And it's natural, but I mean, you see it, and I'm with you. You start saying, damn, we look a little tired. And, they found it from within. They really did. And, they got down to the 1 there, and
give them a yard and they'll defend it, I believe.
Give us an inch and we'll defend it. And I literally said over the headset, I said, they ain't scored yet. And we came out with 4 plays?
4 plays. 4th, the play. So we're all going to talk about Jack Sawyer, and rightfully so, but the one from Caleb to get into the backfield, what was your vantage point of that? How special, how rare was what he did there?
That's what he does. He sees the play and runs. He's what I call an elite alley runner, which is kind of a strange term, but he does. He's fantastic.
Okay. Fantastic. The Jack play, because we talked about this after November 30th. The interception was lost a little bit to history.
Yes.
Not tonight, though.
Not tonight. And he deserves that one from that Team Up North game, because that was an incredible play. This was an incredible play. So, it's just it's good karma, that now he'll get the recognition for it, forever, because we won the game.
All right. Enjoy the win. On to the next one.
Plays like Quinn was making tonight, like just random plays. How frustrating is it?
It's hard.
Because the guy's making plays that are just out of nowhere.
It's good, man. I'm telling you, we're in the playoff. These guys are good, and it's tough. It's really tough, and I have to keep my composure in those times, because I want to try to switch it up and do something to get after him, and it rarely works out. We gave up 2 wheel routes. The whole game we gave up 2 wheel routes. Same play got me because I got over aggressive, and but it's you got to be patient. Yeah, it really takes a lot of patience with him because he's a good quarterback.
Congrats, Jim. Thank you. All right. Busy time down here. Getting a look inside. They have an interesting setup with the buses down here at the Cotton Bowl where they are able to bring them fully in to the bows. As you look up here on the screen there, right, Ryan Day's still at the podium, so we are going to make every effort on the notebook to make sure we get some word from Ohio State's head coach, who is on a little run here. And they've been coming so fast and furious, I've barely gotten into the notebook here, which has a lot of stuff in it tonight, a lot more than it did at the Rose Bowl. And this will sound like nitpicking or criticism. I mean it that way. Ohio State had a chance in the first half. I'm thinking offensively, they just kept hurting themselves. I didn't think that the play calling was nearly as sharp or as effective as it was in the first 2 rounds of the playoff. But it was the penalties that were absolutely just killing Ohio State. You had the personal foul on Travion Henderson, ticky-tacky in some respects. You know, not sure if it was the greatest one. It did get balanced out later on with Texas in the fourth quarter on one that maybe didn't need to be called on them. So wash, but some holding penalties, one on Scott on the perimeter, one on Josh Fryer. You had a false start from Luke Montgomery, just stuff that was uncharacteristic. Ohio State's been one of the least penalized teams in the country. Maybe all this harping on, hey, can they call a hold on the opponent once in a while, what caught up in the inverse wound up hurting Ohio State in this. But you just go through it. I bring that up because it felt like the game plan, the execution early on after Ohio State gets the quick stop, Cody Simon with a pass break up there early, and then you go down and score, and you just have one of the toughest, like, just bad dude running from Quinshon Judkins to get in the end zone. It's like, okay, well, Ohio State was favored by a touchdown in this game. They've already taken an early lead. Maybe it will be easy for them. Full credit to Texas. They've got dudes too, and it took them a little while to find their footing. They did, as Jim Knowles mentioned, there in the second quarter with Ewers to Blue. They dialed up a couple of those wheel routes that, you know, they were open, they were easy, they were, you know, they're good too. Steve Sarkisian calls good plays. I thought the chess match there between Jim Knowles and Steve Sarkisian was really worth it. Like they were both dialing up some things that were effective. We're going to talk to. Oh, Steven's going to talk to Larry. So we'll hold. Maybe we'll get him in just a second. I'll keep going through the notebook. I talked to Larry Johnson after the game. Just walked up and said, "Man, your guys are playing at a really high level." He just said, shook my hand, said, "Thanks." Yeah, they are. I mean, it's as simple as that right now. We've been saying week after week, we've not seen Jack Sawyer and JT Tuimoloau playing at this level simultaneously. They did it again tonight. JT was banged up with the ankle. We're going to keep a close look at that over the next week and a half. It's critical that they get JT healthy. He was a monster in the first half before it was kind of slowed a little bit. He still made one really nice play. It's there, blowing up an outside run there. Yeah, it was right there to start the third quarter. It's like, okay, well, they'll find their footing here again. Maybe it's not as bad as it looked. It seemed like it could have been a real. We're not live. Hey, come on. Hey.
We're going to Atlanta, baby. No, I don't want to be on the
Come on, you are already over here.
I got a base for radio. No. She's got the base for the camera.
Well, you've got to tell me what it's like as a family. That's one of the most special plays in Ohio State history.
It's all about these kids and the whole program. We've known these kids from, I don't know if you remember, during COVID, some of them couldn't visit. Yeah. I told Trey, I said, I told you made the right decision. He'd never been to Ohio State. We rented a Sprinter bus. I think they called it the Buckeye Bass or something.
Yeah.
Had all of them stay at our house and got all those kids to come in, and here they are. They're going to Atlanta. That's all that matters. All right. Great group of kids, great group of people, character program, love it. I don't ever say anybody deserves it, but these guys deserve it.
You have to go out and earn it, and they did that.
Yeah.
What do you think about that touchdown there?
Man, that's my baby brother. So
he's not that much of a baby.
He's not a baby, but to me, I see like the 10-year-old who loves football and wants to play for Ohio State more than anything out there. So when I see that, I mean, I genuinely could not be more proud of him. This is his dream come true. And
did you cry?
Yeah, I was gonna say, tears for you.
I'm still crying.
You're not crying right now.
Pretty much.
We're gonna make you cry.
No, I was sobbing. Yeah.
So I'm trying to picture, like I'm up there in the press box and I'm seeing him scooping. I'm like, he's gonna go. And I know what it can be like in the stands. Like maybe you're jumping around, you don't even watch the whole play. What happened for you?
So I saw it, and I said, there's no way. And as soon as he picked it up, and I could tell he had some space, he started to slow down at the end. But
well,
it was the 30.
He got a little tired, but I think I repeated 70 times, there's no way, there's no way, there's no way. Because, I mean, that was such a turning point in the game. Like, we needed that so bad. So for him to get that, I mean, I'm so proud of him. Yeah. I can't even say it enough.
Congrats to the family. It's a very cool moment.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, have a great night. We'll see you in Atlanta. How about that? How about this scene though? Just like this is special. Look at them. Don't look at me. Look at them, Berm. This is so cool. Whether I assume that everyone who's watching this is already a State fan, so they're going to appreciate it. But like State fan or not, like these moments are rare and fleeting. There are only 2 teams left in college football right now. Ohio State is one of them. They're going to play for a national championship. Larry, do you have 2 more seconds? You have 2 more seconds?
Yeah.
I stopped you before the celebration over there and just said, you guys are playing at a high level. I know that there have been times that I've been critical of the way the defensive line's played. You know that. And, I got to be accountable for that. They are changing the narrative. I think you said that after the Rose Bowl. Yeah. How is this coming together? This is the way I'm sure you always envision it.
I have, because, when you have veteran players come back, they know the process. And sometimes the process takes a little longer, but they didn't change who they were, and they say what we're supposed to do. And now you're seeing the end result of that. They're playing at a high level. They love each other. They're playing hard. They practice well, and they understand what it takes to get there. And I think that's the leadership in the room those 5 guys brought back, and the young guys are kind of following. But you felt like going in, like we could just get going, get to where we need to be. It'd be fun to watch. And I tell you, I've never coached a group of guys that play as hard as they play down the stretch. Every play, it means something to them.
I think you've always pushed back a little on, well, you can't just evaluate Jack and JT based on the sack numbers because they play the run so well. They're doing their assignments. Well, now they're doing that, and they're getting to the quarterback, which I think that's what all of us were hoping to see. I'm sure that's what you thought it was going to look like for 4 years.
We got so many different things. You go and look at the film. We got so many different things that happen to us. We got the quick throws. We got the max protect. Yeah. We got all that stuff early on, trying to shut those guys down. Now teams can't do it. They got to win the game. They got to throw the ball, and when you do that, and then we playing great coverage in the back end, so they help us get there. So they're holding the ball a little bit longer. So now those hits are coming, plays are coming, and I think that's what it's all about.
Emotionally, to see Jack make that play. Just tell me what it's.
There's no words to describe what happened. For a guy, for people local, had that happen in this big stage, it's kind of neat. Yeah. He deserved
kind of.
Yeah, it's real. I'm serious. Like he deserved that. Yeah. He really does, because he worked so hard for it.
Enjoy the win.
Appreciate it.
Congrats. Yeah. Larry Johnson, that defensive line. Just, I don't think you can give them enough credit for what they're doing right now. You just think about where they were in the middle of this season, and just the scrutiny and the difficulty and the re-engineering and asking them, to give more. They're doing that, and everything else that you could possibly ask for them. These teams that want to try and go run the football in Ohio State, good luck. Like Texas had good players, good running back, innovative scheme, and they were able to occasionally find some rushing lanes. They scored 14 points, and even as good as their defense is, number 2 in the country, like that's not generally ever going to be enough to beat Ohio State. Now, we know that there is an exception to that. Sonny, can we grab you before you find your family?
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, so I got to tell you something. I was asked to be a voter for the defensive MVP of this game, and they came to get it from me with 3 minutes to go, and your name was on there. Really? I had to scratch it out. No, I had to give it. Is that okay with you? I had to give it to Jack.
Good. I don't need that. That was the craziest play I've ever been a part of my life. And he deserves it. He's a great player. I remember last year, he was the first guy to announce he was going to come back to be in the position we are this year. So he deserves it. He's an amazing leader in our team, amazing player, amazing person. I'm excited to go to battle with him next week.
You did get down there and give him a little assistance on the way.
We're trying to, straining for him a little bit. I remember we played Oregon. I think Lathan got a pick on the 2-point conversion. And I was so mad I didn't get a block, so I got a chance to make up for it today.
So you got a front row seat after that to see him on down there. What was the first thing you said? What was the first thing you thought when you guys got down there?
I was speechless. I'm not gonna lie, I was speechless. He ran through the end zone, and I turned to the sideline. I was like, Did that just happen? I was looking around. I was like, "There's a flag or something." Like, usually there's flags or something. I was like, "Oh my god!" I was completely speechless. It was a surreal moment.
Yeah, no flags on the field, baby.
No flags on the field. That's what's up.
All right. Enjoy the celebration.
Yes,
Thanks
sir.
for stopping, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Appreciate you. All right. Sonny Styles could have been the defensive MVP. That's a true story. I don't know how many voters there were, but they came to get it. It was right at the 3-minute mark. They said you had to turn it in. You pick your off. If Ohio State wins, here's your offensive MVP and your defensive MVP. If Texas wins, offensive MVP, defensive MVP. I actually voted for Quinshon Judkins. He did not win the offensive MVP. That went to Will Howard. It was a tough one because Will Howard was, bad. I hope we do see him and check on his hand. He hit that on a helmet and it was gnarly and gross to look at. It wasn't his throwing hand, which was beneficial for Ohio State. But I just thought Will did the things that the quarterback needs to do. He was under a lot of pressure. Ohio State's offensive line, again, it was a similar situation, I think, to Oregon. Texas's defensive front is full of NFL talent, and they won some battles. I don't know if it was maybe a stalemate, 50-50, how to put it. Will Howard was under a lot of pressure. He was taken to the ground. He was finally sacked for the first time in, 6 games. He had the interception down here, which the throw to Jeremiah Smith, which I just had a sense it was coming. Bill Landis and I are sitting in the press box, and it's like they're going to do play action and they're going to take a shot here, and I think Will's going to throw it to Jeremiah no matter what, and that turned out to be the case. Wish we hadn't been right about it. To Bill Landis' credit, he also predicted the screen with 29 seconds to go in the first half. Nailed that one, and I did not see that breaking quite the way it did. I see that at the end here. What do we got? Oh, there's Ryan Day. Okay. We'll pop in there. Is that getting with the Sawyer family? Celebration. Where are they going?
Yeah, coaches first. Tom, you guys are just going to go right around there.
Ryan, can I ask you one thing on the way over here?
Yeah.
I bet you've been asked 10 times already. But with the cameras caught the sort of the moment there with Jack. One of the best plays in Ohio State history, and given his importance to you and the program and the commitment, I wonder you don't have to tell me what you said, but maybe what it felt like for you there.
Just the fact that he just became a legend in Ohio State history. And he's become like family to me, and everything we've all been through. And to see his resilience, I'm just really happy he had that moment.
All right. Thanks, Ryan. All right.
Excuse me.
Yeah. We had to get one. He's got a million other interviews to do, so I want to live up to that. How long have we been going on the notebook here? 27 minutes? I feel like we could probably do 3 hours on this show, but I don't know if that's a great use of our time. We're going to wind down. I'd love to get Jack on the notebook, but I don't know if that's going to happen. These guys, JT's got the brace on. Go look at that, Berm. Get the camera on that, please. See, that'll be one of the dominant stories over here over the next week and a half for Ohio State. It's trying to get the Buckeyes fully healthy and ready for Notre Dame, which, again, Notre Dame's a banged-up team too. So that's what happens the length of this season. It is a battle of attrition. Oh, look at this. This is another cool moment here. All right. It's Big Sis and Lil Bro with their moment to celebrate that. All right. I'm running out of words to say. Nina, do you mind if I ask you one thing?
Sure.
Ryan described Jack and the Sawyers as like family for him. Is that true for the whole family? When Jack is running down the sideline, what is it meaning for you?
I actually turned around and put my head in my hands, and I didn't even see it because I wanted him to make the end zone so bad for him. I love Jack, and I'm so happy for him.
Ryan said after the Rose Bowl, he was immediately on tape for Texas. Did you start cutting up film for Notre Dame so that you guys have something to watch on the way home? Or?
No, I was eating all the snacks and watching a movie.
You haven't started on the Notre Dame film
No,
yet?
he will be on right when we get on the flight.
Well, I think there's already a little prep. There's a couple Notre Dame games from the last 2 years, so 3-game series. Enjoy it. Congrats on the win. All right. Very cool. Hey, Mick, do you have 2 seconds, sir?
Sure.
The length of this season, I asked Jim Knowles this, where it felt like there were times that tonight, maybe because it was such a physical game with Texas, and the length, like maybe you were getting worn down a little bit, but then they answered with some of the most important plays of the year, both offense and defense in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Matt Drills, what's the secret?
I mean, that'd be easy for me to say that, but you know what? I just think it was kind of the accumulation of everything that they've done, since they were freshmen. I just think it built and confidence and a lot of that stuff goes into play.
How does we don't get to see you a ton until the postseason?
Yeah.
Right? What is the length of the year? Like how has that changed for you? How are you managing that to get to the finish line?
I tell you, it's challenging just because you got to play the 12 games and then you had 2 bye weeks, and we practice.
Yeah.
You don't take the week off like some people think. So you're practicing. So and then what is this? The 3rd game?
Yeah.
How many games?
You got one more to go.
17. So that's 17 weeks plus camp. Yeah, and then you can't just not practice football. You got to be physical. You got to attack. Do the things.
You can't rest for Texas. They're going to be
rest.
Yeah.
No, you can't rest. It's just recovery and sleep and sports science and load management. All the stuff that we do to help give Ryan and the coaches information on how we're going to practice. We talk about practice all the time.
Yeah.
How much is enough? How much is too much? What we have to do, and then
Wait, get another week of it.
Yeah, 10 days.
That's what you want.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's good to see you. All right. What do you think? Half hour of the notebook? I think we could get even more, but we won't because we've got a lot more coverage to get to as we wrap things up. What a night here at AT&T Stadium for Ohio State. What a raucous celebration, and it's going to be ongoing. As I said, we could keep going for another 2 hours probably until those buses are loaded up. Just like for the Rose Bowl, Ohio State is going home tonight. Just like it's a road game, not a bowl trip. They have more business to attend to. They will be in Atlanta. They are leaving next Friday, my understanding, for the national championship game. They're going to be playing Notre Dame because they beat Texas 28-14 on a Friday night deep in the heart of North Texas. For everyone who joined the show on short notice and impromptu, and for Berm running the camera, appreciate all of you. Thanks for watching The Notebook. We will catch you back in Ohio. See ya.